I got hazed.
You did?
Yeah.
Tell us
We
the
had a
story.
volleyball sleepover, and I fell asleep, and everyone drew all over me with Sharpie.
That's not being hazed.
It
That's
felt,
well
it
for a
felt
girl
like
it is.
hazing. I
Oh.
hated it.
Was it permanent marker?
Yeah.
Did they draw like a mustache and glasses and like stuff?
No.
Or was
they
it just
kept
like
it off.
lines,
It was just like random doodles and
Bible verses?
Yeah.
I mean, it clocks
That would
out,
be
doesn't
so
it?
Funny.
Yeah.
Crosses.
Yeah, just in the middle. It's an upside down cross on your forehead.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, well, welcome to Let's Fight About It. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, Morgan Gallo. Today, I'm joined by two very funny local Denver comedians. We have Hannah Jones and Alec Flynn. What's going on, guys?
It's great to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, of course.
Loving it. It's good to be in good old-fashioned Cherry Creek. Feels good to be in the studio.
Oh, yeah, just dox us right on the podcast. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Our address is...
Shut up. You guys are comedians,
Mm-hmm.
which is amazing. Tell me a little bit about that. What's it like to be a comic?
Every day I wake up with a growing sense of insecurity about who I am and what it means to be alive. But I'd drink tickets. They're the best. I mean,
If you want a career that pays you in chicken nuggets and a beer, this is
Yeah.
it.
but being a Denver comic is the best. I would say.
Yeah,
our,
I would
our
agree.
scene is something that I very much cherish and I love. Not really much that's funny about it, but it's just there's so many great people to look up to. That you can see yourself becoming, a really great comic and maybe even getting to places where they are.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Mm-hmm. But
like
yeah,
John Elway.
like John Elway.
Oh, man.
But back to the crippling despair. No.
What do you think, Hannah? You like
I
it?
don't have any of that crippling despair. I don't know. I think maybe it's because I have a perfect, beautiful angel kitten now. Really puts things into perspective. I've never experienced a negative emotion since I became a mother.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
24. Has it even been 24 hours?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been like 28 hours.
Okay,
So you could
okay.
say we know each other pretty well now.
Oh, cute. Well, I think I want to play a game today. I mean, we always play a game on this podcast, but this
love
one's a little
games.
different because we haven't played this one in a long time. This is going back to season 1. This is a game where I'm going to ask you, what would you do for $1 million?
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off easy because some of these I might know the answers. Some of these I just want to make sure you guys are, on your toes. So let's go with this first one. What would you do for $1 million? Would you shave your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, easily. I'm thinking about doing it anyway. I told the students in my class that on the last day of school they can give me a Edgar haircut anyway. So
Okay.
yeah.
Can you explain for the listeners what an Edgar haircut is?
So the Edgar haircut is primarily dominant in the Mexican-American male community, which is where you shave up most of the head and then create a sort of bowl cut, like a what was the guy from Ned's Declassified again?
Coconut head.
Coconut head. You have sort of a coconut head, and then you shave the sides, so that way you can get cool designs and even your girlfriend's name in it.
But who is Edgar?
Edgar.
Alan Poe.
Did he have but he didn't have a haircut like that. He just had crazy man hair.
Why do you think he was so sad?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He was also
Okay, so
Mexican.
you guys would shave your head for $1 million. Okay, what about this one? Would you shave your entire body?
Yeah.
Eyebrows, eyelashes.
100%.
Most things on my body can be replaced.
Do you think
Okay.
you had rich people on the podcast today?
Yeah,
I
We
don't
would both
know.
do a lot
I
for
really
$1
don't
million.
know. Some
I
people
do
are
idea.
so attached to the hair on their head or their eyebrows or wherever else it grows that they're like, I can't get rid of this.
I mean, most people
No.
look like that anyway, and they don't have $1 million. So
That's
I
true.
shaved my head 3 times already, and every single time
Really?
it looks bad. It makes me so depressed. But then, like 3 years later, I have a mental breakdown because of the sensation of hairs coming out of my scalp, and I just shave it again. It'll
Well,
probably happen
Wow.
at some point.
Oh my god. Okay, I love this.
when you did
insight.
that, did you have to do buzzers and then straight razor? Did you go full bald, or were you like
No, I would buzz it to like a half inch.
half inch?
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, I feel like if you just go right down to the skin. That's
I might go
fucking...
cue ball this summer. I don't know if these kids really fuck me up with that Edgar haircut. I might just go cue ball.
If for those of you listening that don't know, Alec is a teacher.
No, don't tell him.
Somewhere. When he's referring to students, he teaches. He doesn't have like people that just pay him to do random shit.
That's right. I'm also an educator.
He's an educator,
And-
which is terrifying to all of us.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What would you do for $1 million? Would you delete all of your social media accounts and start over?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
absolutely.
Honestly, if I had
Good.
$1 million, I mean, look, anybody can do anything with social media now. I mean, the people, like, the bagel boss had, like, close to 1 million, like, had 10,000 followers.
Who's the bagel boss?
Remember that short guy who freaked out in the bagel restaurant? Remember the? I don't know. I'm on, like, a weird corner of TikTok. There was a short guy who just got really mad at everybody for being, like, for cutting the line of the bagels. Oh, you think because you're taller than me, you can just cut
Oh,
the
wait,
line
I
for the
vaguely
bagels?
remember that. Do you remember that?
Women do care
No.
about height
It
on
was-
dating apps.
Yeah.
Freaked
Oh,
out, yeah.
now he's called the bagel boss.
Yeah, he's the bagel boss.
Oh, what a sad man.
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite porn star gets banned from her socials all the fucking time, and she always starts new, and you get to like find her, and it's like, oh,
Why does she
like-
get banned?
because she's a porn star.
Oh, she's actually. Well, she should stop posting that then. She's gonna get
yeah.
banned.
Well, she's she's like pretty out there,
You know-
and then
Damn.
Yeah.
but every time we find her, it's like that's a level of fame that transcends.
That's true.
You know, like that's a
Someone finds
funner
your
level of
burner
fame
account.
than just
Yeah.
having a lot of followers. You would
Absolutely.
have crazy engagement rates too.
You know,
He
does
just
she ever
cleansed
like go
everything.
on Twitter and like complain like they banned me again for posting whole? What is this? Or
That's
is she
what
just like, I know I gotta make the new account. You
That's what
caught
I
me.
find so interesting about Twitter is that you can literally post the most rancid pornographic stuff, and Twitter's like, sick. I'm gonna favorite this,
Mm.
Yeah.
and they don't do anything.
No, I love that for Twitter. I love that that's the vibe that they've established.
Twitter
there.
is like
How
the
has
cool
Twitter
uncle.
been? I haven't been on it since like
Oh,
2016.
since Elon?
Yeah.
Very bad, very bad. I don't know what he's gonna do to me if this gets out.
Elon, yeah, because Elon listens to Let's Fight About It. All right, next question. This is probably I know the answer to this one. Would you block all of your friends with no explanation?
For $1 million, no.
Okay, we got our first no.
I mean, block them on what?
Everything.
No.
Block their number. Block their Twitter.
My friends are really funny. They're funnier than me.
You wouldn't block them for $1 million.
You want me to block Lonnie? No, dude.
I don't know who Lonnie is.
Exactly. He's not, even the name's hilarious.
Lonnie.
Yeah, he's Lonnie.
Okay.
For me, it's less about the consequences of blocking all your friends for $1 million. It's more about being like the consequences of knowing that you are a person who did that for $1 million.
That's true.
Like, that's fucked up. I can't. That's not my values. That's not the meaning of life. You know.
I just think, yeah, I value my friends too much.
Mm.
They're worth more than $1 million to me. Like, I mean, there's Greenie, Curly, Oli, Turner.
Are you just naming pigs that you saw at the state fair? What are you? What?
I mean, they are pigs. Don't get me wrong.
It's like Kmart, Snow
If
White,
you
and the
s- if
Seven
you
Dwarfs.
saw our-
yeah. Who are
you
these
saw our
people?
group Snapchat, you'd think they're pigs.
They all
Mickey,
sound like they were named by toddlers.
Sizz, Treats.
This is what happens when men play sports. Is they come up with dumb nicknames for each other.
Dumb. Sorry, I'm just adding color to my relationships. Come on.
I'm gonna
Right,
move
viewers
on
at
to the
home?
next question. Don't look at the camera.
No, I'm trying. This entire podcast is just going to be me winning over the audience.
Okay.
It's going to be my podcast by the end of this. They're going to go, he made some good points, and his friends sound fun.
Would you, for $1 million, would you work Black Friday at American Eagle?
Yes.
Ugh.
That sounds
That's
awesome.
that. Let me explain.
I think I'd do that
This
for
is
less.
This is something I did for minimum wage
No.
at the Flatirons Mall. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Black Friday, 9-hour shift, 1 15-minute break. From when does the mall open? Like 2 a.m. to plus 9 hours, which is what, 11 a.m.
Don't look at me. I'm an English teacher. I'm not math.
That would be 11 a.m. I believe.
Yes, yeah. 9 hours shift at American Eagle, Black Friday for $1 million. Would you do it?
Yeah.
You deserve a Purple Heart for that.
I know.
Yes, I would do it for $1 million.
I would do it.
I would
Okay.
also probably get shot in the line of duty for $1 million. But
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think it'd also be fun. I mean, I used
Would
to.
it?
Well, no, I used to work retail. It wasn't that fun, but
Where'd you work at?
I worked at the Reebok corporate headquarters.
The what?
The Reebok corporate.
Oh,
headquarters.
Reebok.
That's not retail if you're corporate headquarters.
We were in the store.
Oh, you were at the corporate
Oh,
store. That's
the
worse.
flagship.
The flagship, yes. It was just people from different countries walking in like, these are too tight.
These are too tight.
Yeah.
All right, would you go to war for 6 months for $1 million?
Which war?
Yeah, what's the climate?
I'm going to say desert, in combat, digging in a trench, hiding.
Did you say-
High intensity, 6 months for $1 million.
No, not for $1 million.
Wait a minute, pause. Do you actually sneeze like that?
Why does everyone keep asking me that?
Why do you sneeze like you have 3 kids at home?
What is this? I don't know. I just sneeze hard.
Have you ever met a dad, or have you ever been around your dad who you sense the sneeze coming because the ground starts rumbling, and instead of going achoo, he goes, ah! That's what just happened.
I have a lot built up right now. I got a lot of stress in my life. It's probably what
Alec has a lot of core. Okay.
Meanwhile, women are giving birth and making less noise because they're like, I don't want to disturb.
They're
the
like,
other
oh my god, I'm so
hospital
sorry. The
patients."
doctor is looking at my. I'm so sorry. I didn't shave. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Okay,
should've
would you
gotten
go to
laser
war?
hair.
Would you go to war? Desert, like Afghanistan
Can
in
my friends come?
combat.
It's a no for me.
Okay,
Can my friends come?
don't ask questions. You got drafted. You go to.
I mean, if I got drafted, I don't have a choice, right?
Okay, never mind. You volunteer. You are. I'm saying to you, I will give you $1 million if you go through boot camp right now and you get shipped off to Afghanistan for 6 months.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I do love getting tattoos, and I feel like that's a good place to get them.
Afghanistan?
Or like,
Have you seen soldiers' tattoos? Because I
Yeah.
grew up in a military town, and
Yeah.
they're not attractive pictures.
yeah,
I feel like they're always like random flags that like don't quite look like flags. You know what I mean?
I also do
Simpsons
love.
characters.
I also do love Creed.
All right, so
No, I'm gonna go no.
you're gonna go no. All right, they would not go to war for 6 months for $1 million. All right, let's do a few more. Would you chop off one of your toes for $1 million?
No.
Don't certain toes, if you lose them, they fuck up your ability to walk?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think your big toe and your pinky toe.
I'd chop
'Cause
off
they're on-
any of the middle ones, but not the big. I want to be able to walk.
Okay, so you chop
Walking
off
is
like
more
a middle
important than
toe.
million, Yeah.
Okay. Alec?
Yeah, I'm at this point with like my nose hair right now where I just feel like I always have a booger.
Wait,
Um,
what are you high?
Did you think she said
Did you think I said nose?
Yeah.
I said, would you chop off one of your toes?
Am I being like a bad guest? You can tell. You can tell me.
No, Alex.
I have no comment. Would you chop off one of your toes for $1 million?
Nah, I like all my jibs. I mean my digits.
Where did you grow up?
Boston.
Oh, suddenly things make so much more sense. Okay.
When you
Oh,
are
wait.
with me.
I wonder if you would lose a lot of money from the feet pick degradation.
Do you sell feet pics? Oh, do you sell feet pics?
No.
Me
No.
neither.
You should. It's a lot of money. Okay. Would you marry your dad for $1 million?
No.
That sounds fun.
He would not say yes. We are estranged.
Oh, sad. Would you marry your dad for $1 million? Legally binding, you can't get divorced.
This sounds like an Adam Sandler movie. It sounds like the Chuck and Larry reboot. Right.
I mean, it
now.
might be right up your alley.
Yeah. No. No. Shout out to my dad. He's
Oh.
still, no, he's still alive. I just miss him.
Oh my fucking god. Would you lick a dog's butthole for $1 million?
Which dog?
I'm gonna set the stage. Okay. It's a
Yeah, I
it's a
do it.
Labradoodle, which let me just say this. Labradoodles, right? You guys know the dogs. We all know and love them. Body of a
hate
body
Labradoodles.
teddy bear, eyes of a school shooter. Okay. They just went outside. It was muddy. They had to squat in the muddy, tall plains of Colorado. They come back inside, they shake it all off, all the moisture goes directly to their butt. Would you lick their butthole for $1 million?
I've licked worse. I mean, once you've licked one butthole, you've licked them all, right?
The mud creates a nice protection.
Hassan's
from
nodding. Yeah, I know.
the mud does make it less of a butthole experience and more of a mud experience.
Okay. I
I would
like the
say
critical thinking on this.
Regrettably, yes.
I would do that for $1 million.
My buddy says his neighbor was actually arrested for having sex with horses.
I don't know where Alec came from, but I'm so happy to have him on the podcast because
It was crazy.
I'm sure it was. Okay, so you guys both said yes to licking dogs' buttholes, right?
Yeah, I'd do it.
Not in a way.
Well,
that you
come
can
on out.
flip.
We have a golden retriever right over the corner. Okay, this is the last question. For $1 million, would you do a 30-minute stand-up set, butt ass naked?
No.
People do that for much less. And so no. No.
Wait, you're saying they would do it for less, but you're being offered $1 million
I did a show one time called Denver's Dangerous Theater. And let me tell you, I felt like a dirty little slut. Felt like a dirty pig. Okay? I wasn't completely naked, but I was in my underwear. Now let me tell you, for the 7 people that were at that show,
That's the worst.
I wanted to say, like, you could have paid me $1 million to do that again, but I wouldn't have taken it. That's how
Okay,
degrading
what
it is.
if it was like a crowded, hot crowd, like a theater,
Don't
like a
care.
big theater?
Don't care.
No, you wouldn't do it.
No, I mean, like, look, I'm very confident. I'm comfortable with my body. I've been naked multiple times. If you come to my local gym,
Be naked multiple times.
I think a lot of us have been naked several times.
I've been,
Just once for me.
I've been,
When I came out of the vagina, I've been clothed ever since.
Mhm, I was wearing a flannel.
I've been naked multiple times. People have seen me naked multiple times. I mean, no, but like if you go to like my local gym, I'm probably one of the more naked guys there most of the time.
What does that mean?
Just, you know.
Do you do the thing where you wear a t-shirt and then you cut it so that it just has like this and it shows your nipples? Do you do
No.
that thing where you rip the sleeves off? So then what are you talking about naked?
I mean, like when I'm in the gym, like I shower at the gym.
Oh,
and we
well,
have
that's different.
towels.
If you're in the shower,
But like
you have
some
to be
people like
naked.
walk into a shower with like like their entire backpack with everything like they need to simulate their own at-home showering experience. I go from taking my pants off, ass naked. I will put the towel over my shoulder and then walk into the shower through the locker room.
Okay, good for
Over
you.
your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like he just made a nice Italian
Like you
dinner.
don't even want it to dry you as you're walking.
No, I mean like I'm already like sweating going into the shower. So I just let them hang. The plums.
Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Alec likes to
Be naked.
be naked.
I do like to be naked.
I'm
It's fun.
gonna end this game right here. Is what I'm gonna do
I
before
feel like
we
a
get
big
into.
baby.
I'm gonna thank you guys so much. We'll be right back with our fight. Welcome back to Let's Fight About It. Today's fight is a little controversial, but I'm excited to bring it up to you guys because I feel like you both have opinions about this. So I'm going to ask you this. If you weren't a comedian, if you weren't working your day job, if you weren't doing what you're doing now, and you absolutely had to deal drugs, which drug would you sell and why?
Good question. Hannah, you go first.
Lexapro.
Ooh, okay, that's okay. Not what I was expecting, but that's a good choice.
Probably Adderall.
Damn, we're just going right down the mental health hole. I thought you guys were going to say
Yeah.
like weed, cocaine. Okay, this is good. So we got Lexapro and we got Adderall. Okay, whoever wants to go first, give me your 60-second opening statement as to why that one is the one you would deal.
Okay. All right, 60 seconds. Hi, how you doing? My name is Alec Flynn. I'm a representative of the Sackler Corporation. Adderall, the magical drug that's like cocaine light. Diet Coke, if you will. You take it and it feels very good to do things, chores, outside activities. You can snort it as well. It's a multidimensional drug that allows you to party and study. Now, why I would want to sell it is because I was getting it for free off my parents' health insurance. So the overhead cost is just about zero. Besides that, I also have a network of people who are really bad procrastinators, general degenerates, and bad people. So I have almost no problem, I think, distributing it. And, also I think I'm a bit of an Adderall guy. New England sort of type, graying hair. I can be shady if I need to be shady, but overall, I stay in my circle and I hit the grooves very well.
Okay. Okay, that was a lot to process. Hannah, why would you sell Lexapro?
Incredible. Let's start with logistics. I'm pretty sure that I've slept with most of the people who have been prescribed it. So the numbers are already in my phone. That's convenient. It's a drug that makes most people's lives better or has no effect, which is good in general. All I would have to do to be sort of like a walking pillar of selling Lexapro is blow dry my bangs back straight down, get a little septum piercing going on, and maybe a couple more tattoos. I would be personally touched by the ability to see the old Kanye again.
Oh my God. I don't even think Lexapro would affect him anymore.
And there's only one way.
There's
to
only
find
one way
out.
to know. Call Hannah.
I mean, yeah, Lexapro. Listen, I'm not an advocate for mental health. No, I'm kidding.
So for people at home who may not know what Lexapro is, we are in a very liberal city where people like are accepting of that. Explain what Lexapro is.
Oh God, didn't see this one coming. Okay, let's see. So if you have one of the personality disorders that make you whoa Nelly, you might be a good candidate for Lexapro, which makes you calm down.
It's an antidepressant, no? Anti-anxiety?
Anti-anxiety is generally a little bit more of a downer. So it's prescribed for everything from like BPD to anxiety, which is why I have considered trying it before.
So then if you take Lexapro, well, what if you're selling all your Lexapro and then you get too much anxiety and you can't deal it? You ever think about that?
I don't take Lexapro.
Oh, you won't take it? Then how are you supposed to just go to a therapist's office and say, hey, I'm a cuckoo nuts banana?
Hey, we don't discuss logistics on this podcast.
We do discuss
okay?
logistics, and what's the point?
Did you just admit that you would be selling your Adderall prescription?
Did you just admit?
I will never admit nor deny.
Did you just admit that your entire business plans rely on one personal prescription? Because that is not enough money to sustain a human life. I live in Denver. My rent is $11.50. I am definitely getting more than a personal prescription of Lexapro. I'm getting a main stage supplier, preferably from out of the country.
From out of the country. Okay, who do you know from out of the country?
Well,
that is to be determined.
I have a friend.
Yeah, you have a friend on Instagram?
I have a friend who goes on the deep web, and that's where you can find stuff like that.
No. You need a network of good old boys, okay? Good old people. All right.
Good old boys?
Good old boys?
Yes. the
Let's
good
be
old boys.
careful.
That's a white supremacist dog whistle.
Okay. Scratch that from the record. You don't need to bleep it, but I would like it.
Hey, TikTok. Hope you're watching this clip at
I
home.
would like it scratched. Scratch the record. And you need a network of good old boys.
Oh my God.
You
No.
ask Alec to stop making white supremacist dog whistles, and all of a sudden he can't think of anything to say.
Boys.
I have an idea.
I'm
what
saying
about
boys that are good.
good old boys? What about Proud Boys? Maybe that's
No,
good.
I think boys.
Yeah.
Boys that are good, that you know, that don't need their Adderall prescription because they're too busy sleeping over at the office at JP Morgan. Those are the guys. And you just go, hey, you mind if I borrow like 2 or 50? And then you take them, still no overhead.
Okay, here's the thing about dealing Adderall. First and foremost, clientele, everyone has ADHD. They are not going to remember when to contact you when they are out. They are not going to be able to organize a pickup and drop off point. I know all of my friends take Adderall, okay? Second problem, as soon as they start taking it, if it's recreational, annoying as hell. If it is for the...
Recreational is annoying?
When people take Adderall recreationally, you referred to it as cocaine light, so a little less annoying than cocaine. Still pretty annoying.
That's a little less, though.
So true.
That's a little less.
But if someone who doesn't physically need Adderall, if they take Adderall, they act completely different than someone who actually has ADHD and then takes it.
Totally.
Oh my God, they have a personality? That sucks.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this. Okay, so in a perfect world, in a perfect drug dealing world, we're part of a cartel, all right? You have unlimited supply, right? Unlimited supply to Lexapro, unlimited supply to Adderall, so you don't have to rely on your fucking
You're right. I felt like we were
United
getting bogged down
Healthcare or
in
whatever.
Logistics.
So, okay, so you have unlimited supply. Which of these do you think you would make more money off of?
Adderall.
Lexpro.
Okay. Give me your reasons.
Have you seen? Let's compare the famous examples of people who need Lexapro and stopped taking Lexapro to the famous examples of people who need Adderall and stopped taking Adderall.
Have you ever stopped taking your Adderall?
Yeah, I haven't been on
Right
it
now?
I haven't been on it in 6 years.
So what kind of addictive qualities are you hoping drives the revenue model?
I think just
Deep
my
ass questions.
personality.
They're just addicted to
Yeah.
coming to Big
I'm
Flynn.
from
They're
Boston.
just- yeah.
They
Hey,
like me.
Call up Big Al. He's got the treats.
Big
Maybe
Al.
He'll hang out.
Big Al.
Yeah.
In big red letters.
I just realized-
it's an oxy because I'm short. That's what the play on words.
I
is.
just
Aw.
realized why your other friend is nicknamed Treats.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because he's always got the good stuff. Shout out to treats. He
You
listens.
think you'd make more money dealing Lexapro?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's extremely, I don't know if addictive is technically the word, but you know, if it works for you and you take it, you do become pretty dependent on it, and the withdrawals are pretty nightmarish.
I can neither confirm nor deny this information.
I think it's more of a mindset with Adderall, right? I think you need to get people under the idea or the guise, right? That
The way that
you won't
he's
be
leaning
able
back with
to
the microphone.
get anything done without it. That
Okay.
you won't be able to organize your inbox. You won't be able to organize your pantry. You won't be able to organize the things in your car. And once the organization is gone, life slowly starts to crumble, all right? You're going to the bar during the weekdays, all right? The kids are calling. No one's picking up, okay? All right, your wife is crying. Doesn't matter. You can't put the bottle down, all right? I'm not saying I know from experience, but
These are like very vivid examples.
I have a great imagination. But you have to get them under the idea that they cannot live without it,
okay.
which is a very easy thing to do, considering most people are pretty much under the idea of most things, like things I can't name right now because
They can't live without a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, like without a Stanley Cup.
Do you have a Stanley Cup?
No.
Thank God.
Your whole idea is that you want to be a snake oil salesman.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
You want the
Okay.
charisma to be the entire selling point.
Mm-hmm. I think people will look at me like, who was that guy? Billy from Fire Island, or what was it called? Not Fire Island, Firefest.
No.
Oh yeah, the guy that set up the whole festival
from
and
Fyre
screwed
Fest.
everyone over.
Yeah,
Wow, I can't believe
I
you
had a
remember
lot of
his
friends
name.
growing up that were like that. Just big
Okay.
promises. Hey, we're going to this party, like mad chicks there. Show up. Yeah, he actually went to a different party, didn't tell me. Or like he'd be like, hey, like I have this business idea. I just need like $100. And it's all about multi-level market. Like, yeah, I just need like $100.
I'll get you in, and then you get 3 people in, and then
Yeah.
those 3 people get 3.
And what
other
I'm
people
saying is the problem with those guys is that they were always very sloppy. Not only that, but they didn't have the charisma to carry it. I was just stupid enough. And if I can be stupid enough, everybody's stupid enough. I'm an
Okay.
educator,
You know
okay?
what?
I'm the smartest guy
I will say
alive.
this is the best ever pitch for Adderall, because if you were on Adderall, you would be winning so much more right now.
Yeah. Wait, I'm not winning? I think I'm
Well-
up. I think I'm up.
in. Okay, yeah. So which one do you think would make the most money?
Definitely mine.
Yeah?
Mine. I think mine.
You really think that?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Hold
right.
on. You also have to look at the incomes of people that need Adderall on a consistent
Well, you just went
basis.
on this whole tangent about what happens when you don't take Adderall, but you didn't give me anything about why would it make more money.
You're right, I didn't. That's called
Not being on your Adderall.
yes, you can say
Okay.
that.
Let me move on to this next one then.
What?
Which one
Oh.
do you think, which one do you think would be more fun to take?
Lexapro. I would love to calm down for once.
Yeah?
I like to get jacked up, dude. I want to take some Adderall and go to like a monster truck rally or something. Just stay out all night.
But
get
if
a rub and
you
tug at,
personally
Federal Boulevard,
need
6 in the
Adderall
morning.
to function, and if you take it, you're not going to get jacked up, right? You're just going to be at a normal.
You're definitely a little wired. No, you're wired. Look, whether or not I needed Adderall. Besides the point.
We're
Okay?
going to send this
I had
podcast
been
recording to your
prescribed
therapist.
Adderall since age 8 until 21. All right? The doses just kept going up. Why? A bit of a kooky guy. Sure. But you get to a certain point where you ask yourself, am I kooky or do I just have no self-control? Right? Once you start self-controlling, then you can just really take that drug for what it is, which is an amphetamine, truly. And then you can just kind of, crush it up a little bit. You can snort it and then drink as much as you possibly can.
That sounds like such a good health plan. I'm going to write that down.
You asked me how it's a way better time.
Yeah.
You want to be able to drink as long as you can.
But you think Lexapro is more fun to take?
Yes. Because the one time that I have taken Adderall recreationally, because I have never been prescribed it and would never be prescribed it, I took it once recreationally, and I was like, oh, this is exactly the same feeling as when I did the teeniest, tiniest little bit of meth.
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry.
Exactly the same feeling.
Didn't you feel
In
like
the
you
sense-
were on top of the world?
No, what I felt was that if I do this ever again, I'll have no friends.
So let's go back to the meth. Where did that come from? What happened? Was
A
it
meth
lace?
dealer.
Was it actual meth, or was
Okay.
it put in something else that you took?
Sometimes you got friends in San Diego and you're doing a little bit of cocaine. And the thing about cocaine is that you just want more cocaine. And then you run out of cocaine pretty quickly because you're sharing with a bigger group than you planned. And at the end, one guy says, you know what's just pretty much like cocaine? The teeniest, tiniest bit of meth. And I'll be honest, it is just like cocaine. That's why...
What do you, I don't even know what meth looks like. Do you smoke it?
In this case, it was a powder. It was a crystal that gets
Ugh,
crushed up
okay.
into a powder and snorted.
And you're here today. You only shaved your
It
head
was
3
a
times.
teeny tiny bit.
I
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
the other
Bring the
thing. I
shaved
think
heads into
I
this.
think it's more fun snorting things than just taking them orally.
So would you snort Adderall?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Would you snort pussy?
Hey, I've tried. Come on.
He has someone texting him right now from Instagram that he's gonna go snort her pussy later.
Why are you exposing me on the podcast?
Because no one knows who she is. Deandra. What if that was her name? What if she was a 50-year-old woman named Deandra?
I've been there.
Which drug do you think is more important to humanity to function? Which one's more important for society to function?
Adderall. Have you seen most of the people?
I've seen one of them.
Yeah, nobody does shit. Okay, you need more Adderall people. You need more people, go-getters, ruthless capitalists.
I would argue that robots do most of the shit, and we don't actually need people doing more shit. People do a lot of bad shit right now, and some of the most noteworthy examples are people who should be taking Lexapro.
Okay. You think more people need Lexapro than people need Adderall?
Yeah, absolutely. I think people need to do less overall. We have reached a point where there are way more people than there is stuff that needs to get done. And society's crumbling just because of that very notion. We're creating all these fake jobs. I sit on my laptops and emails all day about stuff that doesn't provide material value for people. And that's what most jobs are these days, right? There are a few people who have real jobs, teachers, people who work in the food service industry, farmers, manufacturers. That is such a small portion of our economy, and none of those people can afford to live because we're funneling money into the fake jobs because we have so many people and not enough stuff that needs to get done. Everyone needs
Hannah
to be doing
Jones for
less.
president 2024. She just announced her campaign. Thank you for tuning in.
What would we do then?
Take Lexpro. No.
Take Lexapro, stay home, quit your remote job,
Garden.
adopt a cat.
Touch living things with our hands.
Dumb,
you know?
stupid.
We
Stay
would
out all
be
night.
calm.
Ignore
we
your
would
family.
consume art potentially.
Oh my God. You know what? I envision a world one day where I wish I could just like stay at home and do my little shit and like do comedy and provide like performances for people and then not have to worry about literally anything else.
That world, literally, there are multiple people who have enough money that they could just create that world.
Yeah.
This is
Universal
true.
basic income is so much less expensive than anyone realizes.
It's so funny because
don't
I
let her
feel
get
like
into theory. She's
no,
gonna start
but
getting into
what I
theory.
feel like what she's saying is so like the people who are like the people that work in marketing, right? Because I used to work in marketing. I had a remote job.
Yeah.
It's like it's a lot of just like up in the air
trust
shit.
me.
It's a lot of emails. It's a lot of stuff that's not really like a deliverable. Those types of people are the ones taking Adderall.
I used to be a social
Mhm.
media manager for TikTok. Not for TikTok, but TikTok was my main job.
Oh, okay. For what brand?
Brewmate, the competitor to the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
And Do you understand how embarrassing it is walking into an office with a ring light?
Yes. Yeah.
Truly.
See, that job shouldn't exist.
You're exactly right.
There
I'm on your
shouldn't be
side.
a competitor to the Stanley Cup. We have the cup that people need. That's fine. Just make the prices lower and make no other cups.
While I am
No
firmly
other
entrenched in
cups.
Team Adderall, I will concede the point to Miss Jones.
Wow.
Of course.
Let's fight about it first.
Yeah, I'm unfair, man.
What a fucking
And
pussy.
I bet all
Okay.
I bet all the listeners at home will also see
Stop
that.
pointing at the fucking camera.
Listen here, you fuck.
Okay, so let me give you a scenario. You're going to a concert. You're going to go see your favorite band at Red Rocks, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Which drug are you taking to have a good time?
Adderall and Adderall for sure. Because look, when you're at a concert for the most time, like you get to a point around like the first 45 minutes where you're like, let's leave and beat the traffic. Let's get out of here. You need Adderall to kind of keep you going, keep you drinking, so that way you can stay all the way for the encore. And not only that, but you can also, Adderall is a good drug to mix with other barbiturates.
We do not
when he says
endorse any
good, he
mixing
means
of drugs.
Specifically, doctors recommend against it.
Yes, but it is the best and the most safe to do with
Adderall,
mushrooms.
vodka, Red Bull.
Adderall, vodka, Red Bull, mushrooms. You are having a great time.
I think
John
he's
Mayer,
making an argument for you right
John
now.
Mayer is playing a new cover of.
John Mayer is your favorite artist?
No, I'm just giving an example.
Okay. Whew.
All right, John Mayer. I don't even know what he sings. What does he sing?
Why you no love me?
Is that a song of his?
It is a song of his.
All I know
Oh yeah,
is that
your
he has
boyfriend's really big into John Mayer.
he has a song called Gravity. That's all I know.
Yeah, he does. He has some great earlier stuff.
So are you telling me that if you went to go see someone at Red Rocks that you love, that you wouldn't take Lexapro just because? What if you took like 5 Lexapro?
Well, I think you would just piss most of it out, right? I don't think it would have like an immediate short-term effect. Doesn't it build up in your system? I think it would make it so that you could have one drink and get wasted as fuck.
That's
for
what
like
I'm saying.
$16.
That's what I'm
which
saying.
that
You get
is
fucked
probably a
up
good
on
point.
Lexapro.
But you need your energy for a concert. You need your energy when you are
That's true.
absolutely mangled at Red Rocks. You know what that means? That means you're going over the top. All right, you're going Humpty Dumpty downstairs.
Here's the thing for me that I always tell to people whenever they're thinking about like a special event. We don't make life choices based on a special event, right? Okay. So the Adderall might be a better drug for a concert at Red Rocks. How much of your life are you going to spend at concerts at Red Rocks? Definitely not more than 10%. Okay. Definitely not more than like 2%. So I'm not going to make life decisions about which drug to be selling for the rest of my career based on 2% of your life.
I know, but I think you have to
Okay.
take advantage of the venues around you here. If I'm in Colorado and this is my only shot, I think I gotta just.
You think
pedal that
Colorado's
shit.
an Adderall state?
Yeah.
I think Colorado's a Lexapro state.
I think Colorado's a big time Adderall
I
state.
think Colorado's a fucking let's go hike and take mushrooms state. That's what I think.
Yeah.
All right. Which one would you rather get tattooed on your body? A Lexapro pill or an Adderall pill?
Adderall.
Lexapro. it
Really?
would go
Where
with
would
the
you get
vibe
it? Where would you get it?
ultimately. Probably right between my pickup truck and my scissors.
Prime real estate. Where would you get yours?
Probably on my gooch, so that way people could snort it off.
You would
there.
never do that. You would never do that. Stop
No, it'd
saying
just be
shit.
fun.
Where would you get it?
I put it on my ass.
Like an ass cheek or
yeah.
like a
Well,
okay.
I have a buddy that has.
Why do you have so many buddies that have
sorry
done
for
things?
having meaningful relationships.
Was it Ollie
Whoa.
or Trixie or who was it?
It was actually Lonnie.
God.
He has Bud Light tattooed on his ass. It's fun.
Ooh, is he gay?
No, he's cool.
Well, you never know these days. People who drink Bud Light might start sucking dick out of nowhere.
Bud Light, I've been saying this for a while, but I can't believe like people are going after Bud Light. It's the best beer.
Ooh. You should never say that again.
It
Not
is,
on this
though.
podcast. Bud Light is the best beer.
It's the most crushable, best beer.
Most crushable?
Yeah. You can crush a
Explain.
bunch.
Like chug it?
No, just like crush them.
What does that mean?
You can just have like a bunch and crush them. They taste good.
Can you use a different adjective?
I mean, like, what are you not getting? I don't like. You could crush them.
Like drink a lot of
Yeah,
them?
you crush them.
You're
Am
gonna
I
have-
like? Am I
You're
being
gonna have
crazy?
such amazing kids one day. You
Dude, I
are. They're
know.
gonna be so amazing, little Bostonians.
They're gonna crush, dude.
They're gonna fucking crush. Okay, I think we've come to the point of the fight where I need to decide who has won, and I think we've brought up a lot of good points. Right? We've talked about how much money you're gonna make off of your prescription that you get from United Healthcare or whatever. You've talked a lot about how more people in the world need Lexapro because there's a lot of weirdos out there. There's a lot of people doing weird, stupid jobs that don't make sense anymore.
I want to say that I don't think people who take Lexapro are necessarily weirdos. I think they're great people.
I'll say that.
I think they're weirdos because I used to be one of them. Okay. All right. So we have Adderall and we have Lexapro. Which drug would you rather deal and why? Oh, man, there's a lot of good points in here. I mean, Alec did this the whole time. You drank coffee out of a jar. God, this is really hard, you guys. But I think I'm going to have to go with the obvious choice of which drug would be better to deal. And I think you guys both know which one would be better to deal and which would make more money and all of that stuff, right?
Thank you.
It's methamphetamine. Thank you guys for tuning in to Let's Fight About It. My name is Morgan Gallo. This is Hannah Jones and Alec Flynn. See you next week.
Thanks, guys. All right. Hey, follow me on Instagram. It's at.
I already cut it.
It's at.
I'm editing it. Morgan, no.
Follow me on YouPorn.